I wasn't even out of my jacket when my dad said, "Didn't know they let dropouts in here." A few relatives laughed. I just nodded and took a seat at the back. Later, my sister's husband asked where I worked. I told him the company name. He paused, looked me over again, then said, "Jesse, you're my CEO." The room went dead silent. I should have known the night would go badly the moment I opened the door. Family gatherings always felt like walking into a firing squad, but this one stung more than usual. My dad didn't even look up from his drink when he threw the first jab. He just said it, sharp, casual, cruel, like it was a reflex. "Didn't know they let dropouts in here." The room chuckled. That low, petty laughter people do when they want to be part of the joke, even if the joke is someone bleeding. I didn't react. I never do. Years of that kind of thing trains you to go quiet, to shrink, to disappear. So I just hung up my jacket, nodded, and took a seat in the back corner, my usual place. Far enough not to be noticed, close enough not to draw comments about running away. Dinner was the same old routine. My cousins bragging about promotions, my aunts comparing their kids' degrees, my dad telling the same stories about how, back in his day, we worked hard. He never mentioned that I started working at 15, or that I helped pay his bills, or that I built something from nothing while they mocked every step I took. I was halfway through my meal when my sister's husband, Mark, walked over and sat beside me. He's always been decent to me. A little cocky, sure, but never cruel. "Hey man, haven't talked in a while. Where are you working these days?" I hesitated, not because I was hiding anything, but because I knew how people react. Still, I told him the truth. The company name. The one every relative here praises. The one they talk about like it's some unreachable giant. The one nobody ever imagined I'd even step foot in. He froze. Literally stopped moving. Then he looked me over, my cheap jacket, worn shoes, quiet posture, and said slowly, almost whispering, "Jesse, you're my CEO?" And that is when the room fell silent. Forks stopped halfway to mouths, conversations died mid-sentence. My dad finally looked up, frowning like he misheard something. My cousin stared like someone had flipped the gravity in the room. Mark stood up, voice shaking. "Honey, your brother is my CEO. Like, the CEO of the whole company." My sister's jaw dropped. My aunt choked on her wine. Somebody whispered, "You're joking." I wasn't. But I didn't gloat. I didn't smile. I didn't rub anything in. I just sat there. Same quiet posture, same calm expression, because I'd lived so long in their shadow that the silence felt louder than any applause. My dad finally said, How could you be CEO? You dropped out." I looked at him, not angry, just tired. I dropped out because I was working. Because nobody here believed in me. Because I had to bet on myself. Nobody laughed this time. Nobody joked. Nobody dismissed me. For the rest of the night, people approached me differently. Careful, curious, almost intimidated. The same people who once mocked me now spoke softly, asked questions, even apologized awkwardly. But here's the truth. I didn't care about their reaction. I didn't want their approval. I didn't need their pride. I didn't build my life to prove them wrong. I built it to survive, to breathe, to be free from the weight they put on me. Still, watching their faces as they realized the family disappointment was actually the highest ranking person any of them had ever met, yeah, I won't lie, it felt good. Not out of revenge, not out of spite, but because for the first time in my life, their silence felt like respect, or maybe fear, or maybe just the truth finally breaking through their assumptions. Either way, the room stayed quiet for the rest of the night, and for once, I didn't sit in the back. I didn't shrink, I didn't disappear. I simply existed, and that was enough to change everything.